I too am a spoken English trainer, but I have seen in other institutions and in other online classes that what they do, they mostly focus on grammar. So through this video, I really want to tell other learners that please.
If you want to really learn speaking, you have to speak either to yourself or to tutors if you can afford that. And there are platforms that give you free talk time also. So you can try those platforms also. You can have audio calls with random strangers.
Yeah. Hello, Shanta ji. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What about you? How are you?
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'm doing really well. First of all, I am so thankful to you that, despite having a hectic schedule, you make your precious time for my channel. So, thanks a
Mhm.
bunch. So, I would love to know more about you. Please tell me more about yourself.
Yes, I am Shanta. I am a science engineering graduate. I was also a software engineer, but currently, from the past few months, I have been working as a spoken English trainer. I live in Karnataka, South India.
Mm-hmm.
So my only thing that I'm doing right now is my only hobby is working for my channel, which is English with Shanta. So I've started it around 3 or 4 months ago. So I do not have any other hobbies as of now because this is consuming all of my time and energy. I'm also a homemaker, so the family thing, and I'm taking care of
Yeah.
that also. So yeah,
I
that
can
is it
completely
about me.
understand. Yeah. And I must say, just in few months, you have grown a lot. So I really
Yeah.
would love to know the secret behind it, because I have been uploading videos, and I have been like investing all my time, and like I research and I make my own original content, and then I have to edit it. So I think it takes 11 to 12. It's a whole 11 to 12 hours process for me. But I have seen your growth in just 3 or 4 months. You have grown, so I would love to know the secret behind it.
There is no secret, honestly speaking. The answer would be that I don't know because I have been consistent. That's it. I have been started and I have been uploading videos regularly at the same time every single day, including weekends. So if you would consider that as the secret, so that may be it. But other
Every
than that,
day
I
you
am
would
not.
upload. I'm sorry, I'm cutting. Every day you uploaded the video.
Yes, yes. Every day I
I
upload a
mean,
video
seven
from end of
days a week,
October,
huh?
7 days a week, every day at the same time, 12 p.m.
Oh, okay, okay. And like you said that you were a software engineer and now you're a spoken English trainer. So how come from an engineering line you have switched on to English language training? So why so?
I actually graduated in 2008. So after that, I was placed in a campus interview, and that is how I got into the software industry. I worked for around 1.5 to 2 years. Later, I was posted elsewhere, but things of marriage and those talks started, and I got married, and I had to move to Australia, Melbourne. So I lived there for many years, and I did not think of going back to the software industry ever since. So it's
Oh.
been 10 years. I took a career break, and
Hmm.
now it kind of seems impossible to me to get into. I do not have the same kind of energy and
Hmm.
patience to upskill myself in that field. Since I've always been passionate about English and I applied to be a tutor, I have been a tutor on Inktalki. So I worked with them for around 4 or 5 months. So then I discovered that I can do this teaching for myself and I utilize whatever little time I have during the day. So I thought this was the most feasible option. And I also saw conversations happening on YouTube. That
Yeah.
was really caught my attention. And it was very interesting. I wanted to do it too. So that is how I became a YouTuber then. So yeah, that is my journey from engineer to trainer to YouTuber.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. So you see, okay, now I would love to tell you something about myself too. So,
Yes,
as you
please.
know, my name is Surbhi Goyal. So, I started my journey as an assistant professor of business communication skills, but then I have worked on various roles. Like I worked as an assistant professor, then I worked as an English teacher at school, and as a spoken English and personality development trainer. So one day, someone really motivated me, and they just guided me want to start my own channel on YouTube, which was for me at that time was impossible, because I have always been an audience, a member of the audience, a viewer, but I never thought of starting something of my own. So yeah, so it I think yeah, my first video I uploaded that on December 17, 2022, and today I'm here. And like you said, that people upload conversations. So I came across many channels, including you, that people upload conversations, and these conversations are more engaging. And what I feel, people find it more interesting, they find these more useful. That's what I feel, that's why they love watching the conversations. And talking about my place, I'm originally from Punjab, and after marriage I'm settled in Panchkula, or you can say Chandigarh. Both are neighbors.
Okay.
So Chandigarh.
Mhm. Yes, yes, I know. Yeah, I've heard
Okay,
about it.
okay. So, like you have been talking to many learners now. So, what do you think that what are the reasons that, learners, despite being surrounded with so many resources to learn English language, yet they are not able to speak properly, they are not fluent at it. So, what do you think? What would be the reasons behind it?
Yeah, the only reason, the only way that you can become fluent in English is by speaking. And the reason why you're not improving is maybe because you're not practicing speaking enough,
Hmm.
right? That can be the only reason, because fluency will improve only through speaking. And I have been speaking this language ever since I was a child. So many people
Hmm.
ask me, how did you reach this stage of fluency? It has not
Hmm.
happened overnight, or I learned English when there were no resources at all.
Yeah.
So I've been from my childhood. So now finally after I'm in my 30s. So you can see the amount of hard work and amount of practice you need in order to reach this kind of fluency. I
Hmm.
don't say that you can't do it like quickly or in 1 or 2 years. It's definitely possible. Given now you have so many resources, you have so many trainers who can teach you spoken English.
Hmm.
It that something is lacking from your end, you are not practicing speaking enough. That
Hmm.
might be the reason why you have not yet become fluent.
I completely agree with you. Yeah. So,
Yes, yes.
what I feel that Shantaji, that like women like us, like we are homemakers, we are mothers, and then we are working also. And there are so many women in the world who are doing the same. Do you think that life is tougher for them, for us, as compared to life for men? Do you think so?
I honestly believe life is the same as long as the man that you've been married to, or like your husband, he is equally involved with you at home, in the kitchen and with the kids. Then it will be like 50-50 for both of you, right? It won't be that challenging. But if you're asking me in a general sense where men do not participate enough at home, then I would say yes, life is difficult for those kind of women who need to handle house and children by themselves. For them, it would definitely be challenging. And I know majority of women are like that. And yes, now the generation is changing and men are realizing and helping out.
Hmm.
But I think, yeah, the current generation, I think men are understanding and they realize that if a woman is working, so should they assist them at home. And it
Hmm.
is not like I'm going to help her. I don't believe that concept. It is not helping. It is like you are doing for the house. So is she. She's working at home means to say even you have to work at home. You cannot tag it like I'm going to help my wife in the kitchen. It's your responsibility also.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
would think challenging, they have their own share of challenges, right? Because they
Hmm.
work full time, and
Yeah.
we still have the choice of, I think, men of India have been pressurized to grow up and then start working for their family
Hmm.
compared to women. Because girls
Hmm.
are always given an option. Even when you grow up, there will be a man who will work and take care of you. That is how
Hmm.
we Indian women have been raised. So
Yeah.
they have their own share of struggles and pressure going through.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we both have our equal share of challenges. But yeah, like I already told you, if they are equally accommodating at home, helping you out,
Hmm.
then life will be easier, smoother, and you can share it. It will be like 50-50 both. It won't be harder for a woman.
Yeah, this we all understand that everything should be 50-50. They both should work towards their responsibilities equally. Yet I feel and I have seen that here, in parts like Punjab, Haryana, and other states, where still there is patriarchy. Women
Okay.
are considered, they are meant to be within the four walls of the house, and they are meant to look after the house and their kids as compared to their husband. That's what I feel, that we are still there at that level. But what I believe, that now world is changing, we are evolving with time, media, technology, they are spreading awareness, and now women are getting more empowered. And when I talk about empowerment, I feel that women from rural areas, they too have started their channels on YouTube. And one of the biggest examples is Yashoda, right? Miss Yashoda.
Yes.
So she's running her
Yes.
channel, English with the Hati Madam.
Mhm.
So I feel
Yes.
women like them are really inspiring. That they teach us that no matter wherever you belong, what background you come from, if you have determination, if you're hardworking, nothing can stop you. You just work, go towards your goals, and everything, universe will help you. That's what I feel.
Yes.
I really admire her. And I sent email to her also, but she hasn't replied yet. It's been days. And the best part
Yes.
about her, that she is connecting with the YouTubers who are quite small as of now. Their channels
Yes.
are very small, like me, like my channel is very small. So that's what I like about her. Because what I feel, that other YouTubers who are established, or they have grown more, they don't like to come to those channels which are small. Like, I'm thankful to you also, like you have now 22K plus subscribers, yet
No,
you
12K.
12K, okay, but it's a big deal. These are still big numbers, like if I compare to
Yes.
my number of subscribers, but yet you came here and you're talking to me. So I think we
Mhm.
all can support one another and can grow together. That's what I feel.
Yes, the intention matters, right? It doesn't matter how big or small your channel is. If you are passionate about something related to English, because I have been approached by boys like 18, 19 years, they
Hmm.
are on social media just for the heck of it. They just want content, they just want to speak, and
Means
they
they are
don't know
teaching
exactly.
English, they are like uploading,
No,
what
they are
what
just
are you
doing
trying to say?
conversation. They are just having conversation videos and
Ah.
uploading on them just for the content purpose. So they
Hmm.
are not into English, or they don't even
Hmm.
know what I do. Like
Yeah.
when you approach a person to talk, you should know at least their name. So when they mail me, okay, mailing is different. When they send me a request on Skype, they ask me, what is your name? What do you do? Can we have a session together? So these kind of people I don't talk to. But
Hmm.
rest, if somebody is really serious in having a conversation
Yeah.
and they have started this YouTube channel like days ago, I'm still open to talking to them. And I also talk to people who do not have their channel. I talk to
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is in fact more useful, and useful for the learners also, because they also get a chance to talk with
Mhm.
someone who is good at that language, right? So, like
Yes.
now you're into spoken English training, right? You told me. Are you
Yes.
like giving classes, or you are just on YouTube? What is that?
I am giving classes also, but those classes are just a byproduct of YouTube. YouTube is my priority. And if
Mm-hmm.
someone approaches me that they want to have classes, so I started it like a couple of months ago,
Mm-hmm.
training, but I just give only one-on-one sessions. So I have a huge time constraint, because when you give one-on-one sessions, you cannot train a lot of people in a day.
Yeah.
And being a homemaker, it is next to impossible. So I just
Hmm.
train one or people in a day, and then I have these free sessions for YouTube. So that is it, because I do not want to promote myself as a spoken English trainer also, because
Yeah.
then I'll start getting requests and it's really hard to say no to a lot of people,
Hmm.
one or two learners. But my main intention is YouTube.
Hmm. And like I too am a spoken English trainer, but I have seen in other institutions and in other online classes that what they do, they mostly focus on grammar. So through this video, I really want to tell other learners that please, if you're looking for online courses, or if you're looking for offline classes for that matter, make sure that you get an opportunity to speak as well. Like if you are learning 10% and 20% of grammar, vocabulary. So rest of the
Mm.
percentage should be focused on speaking, or maybe brainstorming with the help of writing,
Yes.
writing and speaking, because these are
Mm.
the ways that you can
Mm.
speak. You can think in English and then you can either write or speak, though speaking is the main key. That's what I feel. So does this happen? Like, have you seen such kind of scenario around you in online classes or like that?
Yes, yeah. When somebody approaches me to take classes for them, I tell this clearly that I am going to only speak in English to you. If you want separate lessons for grammar, I don't do that because I don't believe in first teaching you grammar, then teaching you spoken English. Your grammar has to come along with speaking only. When you
Hmm.
speak, if you make any mistakes, then I'll tell you this has to be this because it is like this.
Hmm, hmm,
I'll
hmm.
just give you a reason and tell you, but I will not teach you grammar separately because that's not the way to learn when you learn spoken English. For
Hmm.
writing, it is still okay, but for speaking, you have to, be fluent and you have to speak spontaneously. You can't stop and think about grammar and then speak. So yeah, it happens with me as well.
See, that I completely agree that you can, and it's not practical also. First, thinking of the grammar rules and then speak. Grammar and vocabulary, they go together, right? But like
Yes.
I said, if you are learning English language, you are on the journey. If it is your 10% of grammar, then 90% it should be your speaking. See, grammar
Mhm.
and vocabulary are the foundation of any
Yes.
language, right? If you have words but you don't know how to give them shape in the form of sentences, no point,
Mm.
right? And if you're good at grammar but you lack words, then again there's no point. So obviously both go hand in hand, but then
Mm.
simultaneously one should keep practicing in speaking. So what can be the other ways? What do you think? What can be other ways the other learners can learn and they can be better in English speaking?
Speaking will only come while through speaking, right? So
Hmm.
if you want to really learn speaking, you have to speak either to yourself or to tutors if you can afford that. And there are platforms that give you free talk time also. So you can try those platforms also. You can have audio calls with random strangers
Do you
and
know
you can
such
practice.
platforms?
I used a platform called Ace Fluency many, many months ago, Ace
Hmm.
Fluency. So
But that is
they
paid,
provide.
right? You have to pay for that.
No, I think 20 to 30 minutes per day was free. I don't know now it is free or no because it's been quite some time. But 30
Yeah.
minutes of a day was free. 30 days a
Okay.
minute was free, of course.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so
Yeah,
now they
so I
offer
used
free
to
talk
practice there.
time.
So maybe there are,
I don't think so
oh,
they offer
is
free
it?
talk time. Yeah, because it's like one-to-one session.
Yeah, that is with
They offer.
tutors. But if you want to connect to
Okay.
learners,
Hmm.
yeah, that portion, just for having your speaking practice.
Okay, okay, okay. So they can connect with the other learners who are on
Yes.
a journey to learn this language and they can connect. Yeah, that's a good way. And like this, I
Yeah.
also know the app CV. Like CV is one of those apps. You can connect over
Okay.
an audio call. Have you heard of that? It's getting
No.
famous. No?
Right. I got it. I got it. SIVI. When you see a CVV,
SIVI.
let's see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. CV.
Yeah.
I
I got
uploaded a little conversation on my channel also. But the drawback there is that you cannot talk continuously with one person. So what happens is
Oh,
that your call will automatically disconnect it after 5 or 6 minutes.
after how much time?
After
Oh,
5 or
okay.
sometime after 2 minutes, and then again you find someone else to talk with. So that's how it works. That's what I
Oh, why is
experienced.
that?
So
That is
that
a
is the
major
draw.
drawback. I feel like
You
that.
may see one gets 30 minutes talk time free, okay? So for example,
Yes.
you were at CV for about 25 minutes, okay? But I just entered in, so for me I have full
Mm.
30 minutes, but you're left with 5 minutes. So, and CV just randomly it makes you connect with the learners. So you have just 5 minutes, I have 30 minutes. So your time will be over. And that's how call would be disconnected. That happens there.
Mm.
That is a drawback.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
But still, I feel something is better than nothing. Yet learners should try to
Definitely.
explore more apps and they should try to connect. And also, I feel they really don't need apps, because we have Facebook, we have Instagram, and there are many communities on Facebook for the language learners. So in
Mm.
that also they can connect easily and can talk.
Mm. Yes,
Yeah. So
yes.
do you know any such community on
I don't,
Facebook?
but I have no, no, I don't know anything on Facebook, but I've seen creators talking about WhatsApp groups. So I would say, like, you do your own research. Whoever wants to learn, there are ways and means you can do your research and find out. But if you ask me, I don't know of any such
Mm-hmm.
community.
Okay. So you have kids also?
Yes, I have two children. My daughter is 10 years old and my son is 4.
Four. Okay. And how do you find time for your YouTube channel?
I find time during the day. This time around 11 or 12, I
Yeah.
start up to
Mm-hmm.
2, 3. I try to squeeze in, like, have sessions, then teach people, then upload, edit. Yeah, it is like it goes on
Hmm.
throughout the day in bits and
Yeah.
pieces.
Whole day is busy. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
complete. So when do you find your me time?
This is my me time.
Yeah, but in
Talking to
this
people.
time also you're working, right? We are working in this time
Consider
also.
this as, and this is not work to me. This is something interacting with people is fun to me.
Yeah.
This is my time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even
I don't feel
I love interacting with people, especially with students. When they come up with
okay.
their questions, they come up with their things, and sometimes they talk about their problems in their personal life. So I really like interacting with them. Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I like about
Mm.
teaching. Hmm.
Yes. Are you teaching somewhere now?
No, and not now. I'm teaching. Actually, my last job was at school. So there's a very famous school here in my city. It's just 5, 6 minutes away now. So after my daughter's birth, I had to quit my job.
Mm.
And I really don't regret it. I'm quite happy about it because, of course, children should be the priority. What I feel for a mother, child should be the priority. So yeah, my daughter is my priority, but other than this, like I said, I'm working for my YouTube channel, and also I would like to tell you that I'm also at English Jari. Have you heard of English Jari?
Yes, yes, I have. I
Yeah,
have
so I'm a
heard of it.
tutor. I'm a tutor there, but I am able to give just 4 or 5 sessions. Yeah, because I don't have that
In a
much
week
time. Sorry.
or day?
No,
4 or 5
in a
sessions.
day, in a day, in a day.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, then how do you do it?
maximum five, not more than that. I get tired by the end of the day. So you see,
So still
I
5 is a lot.
no,
5 is a
because
lot.
no. Still, I can manage because at noon time, my husband is here, so he can look after our daughter, and then on evenings also sometimes he's back early, so then also, so it's manageable. Along with that, I have my house helper, so when finishes her work and my daughter comes back from school, so sometimes she's able to look at her, and then I can conduct my session easily. But for me, honestly, 5 sections are the max that I can take. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's quite tiring then, talking
Right. So how,
continuously.
how old is your daughter?
She's 4.7. Yeah, 4.7 years old.
Okay,
she'll
she's
she'll
she's
go
the
in
only child.
kindergarten. She's going in kindergarten.
Okay, okay. Just one daughter, right?
Yeah, one
Just one.
daughter. Yeah, one
Mm.
daughter.
Yeah, one child is way easier to manage. Trust me.
Yeah.
Having the second one, horrible.
Very
Because
tough. Yeah. And like I talk to my mother, and I have my grandmother, and my like I like my mom, they are 8 siblings, okay? They are 8 siblings, and we are 2 siblings, me and my brother. So I asked my mom, how did you manage?
mm,
You were alone and yet you did everything. So what I feel that nowadays kids are more demanding, or we can say situations are such that it's more demand. It's a demanding time. We have to pay for, and we have to pay so much for the education. Especially education
mm,
demands so much money. So, and
yes.
also then you have to be very careful with the upbringing. Now you cannot, you have to be careful with your words, with your behavior with the child. So what I feel, it's really not easy to raise children nowadays. And what I've heard from people, like if you have two children, then it is better, it is manageable, more manageable, because your elder one, he or she gets a partner or like sibling, other sibling, so they can play together, so you don't have to work that much. That's what I feel. So Shantaji, thank you so much for your precious time, and I really had a great conversation with you, and I'm sure my audience and my subscribers and non-subscribers, they get to learn something new from our conversation today. So thank you so much, and I hope I see you soon.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you for
okay.
inviting me. It was lovely talking to you. Have a
Likewise.
good day.
Have a good day. Bye. Take care.